Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 3rd of July, 2025, an awesome streaming day. So let's talk all about it. So today was a full day of streaming, including a podcast and 2 gameplay streams. And the podcast covered some updates, including the fact that I had finally gotten Grand Theft Auto 4 to work with mods. And I explained the situation and why originally it didn't work, how I figured it out and got it to work. And quite frankly, it's very simple. The people who are good at coding and modding and all this techie stuff just aren't good at explaining stuff to normal people. In fact, the instructions they had created and put on the internet were wrong. I figured out what was wrong with them, corrected them, and then it worked. So it's that simple. There was also a couple news stories today, including a follow-up to the one about Microsoft laying off over 9,000 employees. An entire other studio had been closed, and it's from a game dev and group who had been making FPS games for over 20 years, and they closed them before they could even make a game, okay? In addition to that, if you didn't know, Anthem is shutting down. Most people didn't know Anthem was still up and running, but it's shutting down. So we covered all of those news stories today. Give the podcast a look if you're interested. Then we jumped into Grand Theft Auto 4 with mods, and it was very fun. Wow. The game looks and performs absolutely great. A smooth 60 frames. I can't do it higher than that because sadly, if you run GTA 4 above 60 frames, apparently the game glitches and has issues apparently with like jitteriness and frame rate balance. So with 60 frames, it was absolutely amazing. The shaders, the lighting, the textures. Now seeing all the characters looking like they're 4K. Absolutely amazing. Great experience. Had a great time with the first stream of it today. I hope that you'll check out the videos on the channel. They're live. It's about 2.5 hours of gameplay and more coming. People showed up, engaged, supported, and said, yes, please, more. And so this will be a playthrough in the running to balance with Death Stranding 2 as we move forward in July. Okay? Good stuff. By the way, we hit and exceeded the support goal. Then tonight, it was Thursday night fights instead of Friday, because remember, tomorrow is a very special marathon event, which we're about to talk about in just a second. So we had Thursday night fights, Capcom versus SNK2 again. Now, there was a little difference here. The last 2 times I played this game, I had all these special challenges set up. Tony B, VDO, a random encounter with Justin Wong, and Snake. All of those sets were great. And though I didn't win all of them, they were still great. But the problem that I'm running into is that if I don't do a challenge set against people, sadly, I won't get much comp. And the reason is because I haven't played CvS2 enough to rank up to the tier where the good players are. Everyone is fledgling down in platinum and they all suck, okay? I need to get to like diamond and then eventually to master if I'm going to play better players than CvS2. Apparently they are in there, but they've been playing this shit nonstop. And you guys know me, I play fighting games once a week, maybe twice if I'm lucky. So I'm not leveling enough to get to the good comp. So tonight, my entire mission was to grind away on the PlayStation 5 if possible and get as high rank as I could. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, not only was I successful, I was spanking these abusing scrubs because all they know how to do is abuse lag. They try really cheap tactics. They try to run away and mash buttons. They roll, throw, and lag. They do everything possible, right? I was banking them so bad. So many OCVs, either with Vega or Chun-Li tonight, they were all rage quitting. No lie, 3 to 4 different people rage quit me tonight after I fucking destroyed them so badly that they actually were so upset and butthurt that I'm actually good at video games. They all rage quit. So it was hilarious. We got it all on camera. These little babies whining and crying as I beat them and then rage quitting right out of the game. Pretty hilarious because, again, they don't know how to play. They're just using this online abusable shit. This is the new guard of CvS2. They don't even know how to fucking play the game. They're terrible players, yet then when someone actually is good at the game spanks them, they can't handle it. Their minds are crushed. Their worlds are destroyed. And they got to run out of there like a sissy and then go to their mom so their mom can change their diaper for them. So it was funny. And man, I did level up, but sadly, we didn't even hit a new tier. Like we started at low super platinum. I think we're higher up in super platinum now. But the problem was the people wouldn't stick around. I'd be playing these platinum, sometimes diamond players, spanking them, and then they would run away and cry and then rage quit. So I couldn't get a significant number of points, but I was dominating all night. In fact, I think all night I lost twice. Seriously. And of course, the one time that I did was a really bad lag and the guy was completely abusing it. He knew that's how he could play to win because he had a bad connection. He did it on purpose to cheat to get to the level that he was at. He's a complete scumbag. So anyway, Absolute domination. Great gameplay. Check out the videos if you want to see some fun stuff. OCV domination and shit. And we hit the support goal. So we're now at 45 out of 50. 5 goals away from the Grillo's Pickles menu at Sonic as the next DSP tries it. Okay? All right. So absolutely great stuff today. A great day of gameplay and streaming. But tomorrow is the big one. Tomorrow is the actual holiday. It is July 4th, also known as Independence Day here in the United States, but I'm celebrating Indivestance Day. What does that mean? Well, I'm celebrating my freedom from having to wear silly vests, crazy hats, gunner glasses, and other things. The fact that now you guys support me in droves because of the quality of my content and not because I'm dressing up like a clown is a huge freedom gained, a breath of fresh air. And I want to say thank you to everyone who supported me those 4 years that I was doing that to stay afloat. Now things are much better, and I'm very happy for it and grateful for it. Tomorrow, as a silly marathon event, we are doing it again, meaning for every $50 that I raise on this stream, I will be doing a poll where you'll vote. Do you want to see this particular vest or this hat? I have over a dozen hats. I have like 8 or 9 vests. This could last all day long, all right? Also, there'll be liquor. Every $100 raised, I'm going to take a shot. I have 3 flavors of moonshine. I have whiskey. I have flavors of the 99 fruits shots, and I have some horchata shots with it's like rum and stuff mixed together. So all this cool new stuff to have during the marathon event. What actually will we be doing? Well, I got to clean out my closet again. My closet has been incredibly backed up and jammed up with too much clutter. It's been several years since we did that last closet cleanup. And since I did all the upgrades to my setup in the last year, it's just completely messy again. And the problem is I got stuff here I need to put in the closet. There's no room. I want to use the top shelf. It's covered in hats. So the whole idea tomorrow is we're going to relax and chill. We're going to have silly fun hanging out, cleaning out the closet. And every time that we get $50 of support, you pick a hat or a vest, I put it on. Then when we hit the next milestone, like let's say we hit 150, time for another hat or vest, then whatever I take off is retired. I'm going to put it into storage, and then that will be officially retired for now. And the whole idea is that by the end of the day, we hopefully retire everything. And then what we will do is save it for special events. Like maybe once a year, we'll do Indivestance Day again, where we'll bring back the hats and vests for silly fun. We'll see. But the whole idea is a nice chill day, great vibes. Now, I understand a lot of people will not be able to attend because it's Independence Day. I get it. Half of my viewership is American, so I understand. I'll be here all day. I'm starting around, between 11 and 11:30 in the morning. I'll be going till like 8, 9 at night. So by all means, come by, hang out, support the stream, have a good time, see some silly hats and vests. If you can only make it for 5 minutes, come by whenever you can make it for 5 minutes and just say hello. This is a cool event to do in the middle of the summer. Just nice to stop by and spend some time together, right? Because that's all it's about. Now, could there be some gameplay? Maybe. I don't know what it would be. I'm on the fence about that, but we could play some games and do some silly stuff if we want. But for the most part, the focus is the closet cleanup, the vests, the hats, and interacting and having a good time together. There is no pressure. There is no rush. My wife will be making an American-style meal with slow cooker, homemade barbecue chicken. She's making the barbecue sauce from scratch, homemade mac and cheese with all kinds of stuff like jalapenos and bacon and stuff in it, and then a few sides and things like that. So it's going to be a great one. I hope that you will join me tomorrow. And by the way, potential that if we hit 5 goals tomorrow, the next thing you know, we'll be doing the Grillo's Pickles DSP Tries It, right? Right around the corner. So if you can make it to Indivestance Day tomorrow, I would love to see you. If you can come by and hang out and support and see some hats and vests, that would be amazing. If you can't make it, it's all good. I wish you a great and happy and safe Independence Day. I am not here on Saturday or Sunday. I come back on Monday for another full week of fun, but I'll talk more about that tomorrow. Okay, guys? Thank you so very much. Everyone have a good night. Enjoy the gameplay, and especially GTA. It was really good today. See you in the morning for Indivestance Day. Have a good night.